We're going to be getting some replays here, it appears, of the Soyuz in the final seconds of its descent for landing that we're looking at the moment. And here's our replay of landing. Everything proceeding in smooth order with the crew. And there's our first view of Soyuz Commander Max Suraev, who served as the Expedition 41 commander as well, having wrapped up his second flight into space at an aggregate total of 334 days in space on his 2 missions. As always, quite upbeat, flashing the V for victory sign, being attended by the first Russian medical personnel who were on the first helicopter down at the landing site. You can see patches of snow. And Alexander Gerst of the European Space Agency. A German volcanologist who spent 5.5 months on board the International Space Station, looking none the worse for wear.
I have one right here. What about yours?
And there is Reid Wiseman, the NASA flight engineer, home after 5.5 months in space. Naval Commander and test pilot Reid Wiseman, who became a worldwide sensation through social media during his time up on orbit, back seated next to his crewmates Max Suraev and Alexander Gerst. On the right is his flight surgeon, Dr. Steve Hart.
So you've got water? Yes. Are you thirsty? A little bit. If that's all right. I can drink later. So what's the pressure for MCC?
I gotta go. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.
Other helicopters are in the process of landing. One of them containing NASA Public Affairs Officer Dan Hewitt, who has been part of the NASA recovery team. We may be hearing from him shortly. Suraev now being hoisted in his reclining chair to be brought into the nearby inflatable medical tent, where it has been determined that there will be time for other post-landing medical exams. The crew will have an opportunity now to get out of their Russian Sokol launch and entry suits into more comfortable clothing before they are brought back into respective helicopters to be flown back to Kustanay, Kazakhstan, the staging city for today's landing operations. And as you can see, Reid Wiseman being brought into the inflatable medical tent. And there's Alexander Gerst.
Говорю, значит, надо провести